secondary here for Alabama. Defensive secondary, primarily the cornerback position. Now, John, I remember I put up a poll on our YouTube page for TDA a couple of days ago about the corner that would start opposite Eli Ricks. And one response was, do we really think Eli Ricks is going to be the starter? Why are we penciling him in as the starter? Shouldn't there be a battle? Shouldn't there be a fight? Shouldn't there be a competition? I feel like if we just give him the job, what if he doesn't perform well because we just gave him the job? And though I understand the conversation, the thought, the sentiment of that particular fan, but to me, it's just me personally now, in my opinion, I see Eli Ricks as the starter. And the reason why I see him as the starter is there is no reason why Coach Saban would get him out of the transfer portal from LSU, big-time SEC program that won a national championship in 2019. I don't see why Coach Saban would pull Eli Ricks from the portal if he didn't feel like Ricks would add something to the team. If he didn't feel like Ricks could be a starter. If he didn't feel like Ricks could make the team better. I don't see why he would do that. I mean, we saw this just this past summer when we all kind of felt like, Jalen Moody should be the starter at middle linebacker. Jalen Moody should be the guy. It should be Moody's job, Moody's position. And I, for one, felt like Moody should have gotten that spot. Absolutely. But that still did not stop Coach Saban from going out there in the transfer portal and pulling in Henry To'o from Tennessee, who had 2 years of experience coming over from Tennessee, and Henry T started last year. So, Eli Ricks with 16 games of experience coming over from LSU. We look at 31 tackles in his career, 6 pass breakups, 5 interceptions. 4 of those picks came his freshman year in 2020 at 6'2". I mean, he's highly athletic. He's very physical, but he's very instinctive. He plays the ball well. He is in perfect phase in coverage as he's playing the ball well. He gets his hand on the football consistently, and this is an area that Nick Saban felt like this is an area of need. When you lose Josh Jobe and Jalen Arbor-Davis to the NFL draft, when you lose Marcus Banks to the transfer portal to Mississippi State, this position, the cornerback spot, becomes an area of need here for Alabama. And when you can get a guy that has experience in your conference, when you can get a guy that's played, that you've competed against in the SEC, and he's good, and you see how good he is, and you have a shot to bring him over to your ranks, not only are you going to do that, you're going to see if this guy has the makings to start at that position. Going back to the top last Friday, what did Coach Saban say? He mentioned all 3 transfers looked impressive. That includes Eli Ricks. So I think this young man is going to start. I think he's going to start here in the second year. When you have a guy with his type of ability that can lock up one side of the field, take away a whole side of the field, now, I mean, that just makes your defense all that much more scary when you have a corner that can take away a whole receiver, take away a whole side of the field. I think Eli Ricks can 100% do this. Now, what this does is it opens up the conversation for the other corner, and as of right now, I think the other corner, Khyree McKinstry. I think Khyree McKinstry is the other corner right now. He's working with Justin Woodall, former Alabama safety, 2009 BCS national champion. Woodall's been working with Kool-Aid on the details, on the fine arts of being a corner, of being a defender, of being in phase, being in the hip pocket, breaking on balls, creating turnovers, being right there where you need to be with that ball in the air. Woodall's been training and continues to train with McKinstry on this. This past season, he made the All-SEC freshman team. So there's potential there. There's big-time ability there. There is playmaking stuff there where Kool-Aid is concerned. It's just now he's gotten a full offseason to get everything down. He's gotten a full offseason to grow in different aspects, grow in different roles, grow in different perspectives here on the field. And having a Justin Woodall teach you, that's a big thing. So I would look at Eli Ricks right now and Kool-Aid, in my opinion, as the starting two corners. Now, you still have Khyree Jackson, who's gunning for position, who's jockeying for position. At 6'3", he ain't gonna take it. He ain't gonna be sitting down. I mean, you still have Terrion Arnold jockeying for position at 6 feet, and this is a guy that Coach Saban likes also. He came in as a safety, but he's been worked at corner since getting to Alabama from Tallahassee, Florida. And then you have Traquan Fagans at 6'2". He is rangy athletic, and the more I talk to people about Fagans, the more I watch tape on Fagans out of Thompson High School in Alabaster here in the Birmingham area, I'm like, he can do something. So all three of those guys are not out of the picture. They're jockeying for position. I'm just saying, when I look at Eli Ricks coming over here with experience, Saban values experience. That's huge in Saban's book. Why do you think Jamison Williams came in here right away, started? Why do you think a guy like Henry To'o comes right in here, started? Why do you think Landon Dickerson, LD, comes right in here from Florida State, started? Same thing with guys like Garrick Dieter and Richard Slotty Pippen Mulaney. They come right in here, start. Coach Saban values experience. You got experience in college football. You know the game. You focus on the game. You've been in the game. He's going to bring you in here looking to start you because of the experience that you have. So Eli Ricks, point blank period, he's going to start at one of these two outside corner spots. And so when I look at Kool-Aid McKinstry, he fits as the other starter with the offseason work he's been putting in. Doesn't mean Khyree Jackson, Terrion Arnold, and Traquan Fagans will not see the field. Those three will see the field in some way, shape, form, capacity. But just right now, in my opinion, I look at Eli Ricks, I look at Kool-Aid McKinstry as the two outside corners to start spring ball here and going into next season also.